Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to today's Luna Classic video update for Wednesday 10th of August. And in yesterday's video I actually talked about the Wix and you know I really want to actually bring this update today, which is quite important now. And the question is about Luna Classic, yeah? There's a lot of coins and there's something known as volatility. And if you don't know what volatility really means, is that you want to see what a coin does most of the time. Like this one make Wix all the time. I talked about Wix in yesterday's video. And is Luna Classic a good coin to trade? I don't really think if Luna Classic is a good coin to trade at all. When it comes to day trade or intra trading kind of strategy, you really might want to consider staying away from Luna Classic all in all, because the way you have wicks to the downside, the way you have wicks to the upside is not really good. Then what exactly is Luna Classic good for? I think the coin itself is good just for a hold long term, right? If you really want to trade this coin, you might end up being burned very, very bad. And I told you in yesterday's video that this is going to make a wick. There's a possibility of this one to make wicks, and that's just out of the history that we see of the wicks, right? And it did exactly the same. But if you've been following these updates for a long time now, if you've actually been looking at the updates from the very beginning that I started posting about Luna Classic, and if you're new, congratulations, you can follow this channel to get daily updates. Now, I talked about this descending triangle previously, and that descending triangle technical target was actually to the downside here, which was 7700 level. So it was moving sideways for quite a long time, but technically speaking, you ended up meeting that target nonetheless. That descending triangle here on a 4-hour time frame really played out. But today's update is quite rather important. And for that one, I just want to dive into the weekly now. Right, so weekly is really, really important at the moment. So if you end up closing below this level, which is going to be this line, actually the yellow line itself on a weekly time frame, because the yellow line on a weekly has been a very big support, and you do have 4 days, 18 hours to close the weekly candle. Okay, 4 days more left until Sunday and Monday. Today's Wednesday. The way you're going to close this candle really matters. And this is still not invalidated. If you're going to have a wick down and then come back up, then this inverted hammer, which is a reversal sign to the upside, is still going to be in play. Now, I did see some few candle indicators. If I do bring in the line itself, you can already see that there was a break here, and all you're doing is the line is holding this level for quite a long time to maybe continue to start move to the upside, of course on a weekly time frame. If I do bring another clue that this is a very, very amazing level, I don't know if high low is gonna help us or anything. Not the high lows, but I do think the line break is gonna important, right? So if we do talk about the line break here, the line break actually means breaking a particular resistance right there. So this line break just shows that there was a downtrend of the weekly, and then you actually broke the trend here. But there's no line break of this support. So this line, this yellow line, is a support. You see, the candles are printing. You might have noticed that those other candles just disappeared. The reason why they're not there is because it hasn't broken the support. When you're going to break the support, that means a line has been broken. So you're going to see the support was broken. So we haven't really broken the weekly support, which is actually, if I bring again the candles, you are holding this weekly candle. Have you broken it? You haven't really broken it. You haven't broken the weekly support here because you haven't ended. We still have 4 days to close the candlestick. But if you end up closing below that weekly candle, then the line break that I just showed you is going to print that red candle that this support line has been broken. Just the way like that resistance was broken, this support was broken, and you can see it on the line break as well. So that pretty much can give us what we can figure out. I don't know if Kagi can actually give us another idea here as well. Yeah, but you can see that even on Kagi, you are pretty much holding the support right now. So this red candle that you see, that small red candle here, is still not significant. It's still not decided yet what is going to happen. So you actually went down, break it, went to the upside, went up, and now you're still holding that support pretty much. You're still holding this level at the moment. So the weekly is still amazing. The weekly still shows that 9,622 is a very, very important level right now that you're holding for Luna Classic. And that's it for today's update. Let's see. The weekly is something that I'm going to keep my focus on right now. You don't want to close below this yellow line that we have on the weekly. And that's it for today's update on Luna Classic. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.